think it's raining a little bit. New England gardening. It's a cold, damp, rainy New England day. But you know what this is great weather for? This is great pea growing weather. So my Oregon giant peas are starting to come up. So this is like perfect weather for them. Always seems like it's quieter in the garden too when it's raining. And I put them in 3 beds this time. 2 rows each. Nice eye level view. About 1 inch. And these will get like, I don't know, 3 feet tall. They get pretty tall, so I'm going to have to put some supports in here. My artichokes are starting to look a little pale, so I have to start thinking about what I'm going to do when these, put a couple in raised beds or put a couple in some large pots. And there's some more. And you eat these right off the vine, they're so good. What a surprise, something was digging in a raised bed here with the asparagus, and I did put asparagus on this end too, and it's just starting to come up. I can see whatever was digging revealed that there. I don't know if it looks like it's been gnawed on, or I did move the bird feeder so the sunflower seeds weren't falling in here, but I think all the shells make pretty good compost. So I sort of mixed them into the top of the soil here. But the asparagus is starting to spread out. Little feathery plants. You can see that. Kind of thin, feathery plants. It's the first time growing them. And the green manure is coming up already. Now I wasn't certain, I still don't know, I haven't looked it up, whether you just broadcast these seeds on the top of the soil or mix them in just a little bit, scratch them in. But you can see here, it started coming up almost like the next day. And if you can see those little bean sprouts there. But what I did is I had a bag of soil and I sort of just sifted it through my hands and put like a thin coating of topsoil over all the seeds I could find, and it almost looked like I saw the earth was like moving, buckling up. Thought it was like the vegetable version of Dawn of the Dead. All the plants I've ever killed were coming back to get me from the grave. But what happened was all the seeds were just germinating at once. They were pushing the soil up. You can see all the sprouts underneath there. See all the sprouts? So it'll be interesting to see what this looks like in a month. I'm hoping my peas, which I put up along the fence in the back here, I hope they can push up through the extra little layer of soil I put on top. But this stuff came up quick. And I'll dig that underneath after I harvest the peas. I was going to do a segment on what did I kill. And of course, roses. These are hybrid tea roses, I think, and you really have to know what you're doing. And I don't. And I killed them. Definitely not good for pots. They barely hung in there last year when I had them in the ground. Had a lot of die off, and they were barely alive, but gave me some flowers last year. They're really scented. I've got the tags on there so I can see if I can get the same varieties again if I want to try killing them again. But let me show you a grapevine that I thought was dead, and I'll show you why I thought it was dead. So here's a grapevine that I think it was supposed to be Reliance, but I think it's just a Concord grape. And I thought it was dead, and I was getting ready to take the loppers to it, because look at the bark. The bark just peeled right off and revealed this, almost like bleached, looked like dead wood, And I was all depressed because this is like over a 5-year-old vine. It's just starting to come into its own. And really didn't have any grapes last year, the critters, and they really didn't produce much either. And I don't know what I'm doing when I prune this thing, so I thought I pruned it the wrong time. It was like in the fall, and it was really bleeding. The grapevines really bleed when you cut them. And so I thought that was all bleached dead wood. And I was getting ready to take a pair of shears and just lop that off, and then, to my surprise, I see all the buds coming up. So evidently that's not dead. You see the buds down here. But I didn't know grapevines peeled their bark like that to reveal that almost looks like it's dead wood. So that was a surprise. And of course I've got this is a wine grape. This I'm pretty sure is Frontenac. And it's starting to leaf out too. All the buds are breaking. It's a mess. I mean, I don't even know where to begin pruning this thing. It's probably not the best time to prune it. I was actually thinking of doing an air layer on this. There's supposed to be one vine here. And I've got two. I was thinking I could score that. I probably don't even need a score because I've had vines laying on the ground that grapevines are really easy to propagate. So hopefully I'll get some grapes this year. I was going to move this bed here because this is where I'd like to start work on a shed. Definitely this bed is overcrowded. I've got 4 blueberry bushes in this bed here, and they're just too close together. But look at the flowers on these. It's just loaded this year. And I haven't even worked on cleaning up the beds yet. Let's see what the pH is. Acidify the soil some more. But looks like I'm going to get a lot of blueberries off of these varieties here. Really all of them. Got some natural low growing plants on the bottom there. But yeah, I wanted to split that bed up, put only 2 in each bed. I'll get 3 in this bed here. This one here was my favorite last year. These are really tasty. I don't know where the tag is. Here it is. This one's called North Country. And the apple trees are really blooming. A lot of flowers on the apple trees. They're actually falling off now. And really, the only bees that I've seen are the bumblebees, so thank God the bumblebees are still around, working the flowers. I haven't seen anything else this early in the season. I take that back. I saw 1 honeybee on my citrus, and I figured, okay, there's the honeybees, but that was it. I thought he'd go out, bring back a whole bunch more, never saw another one. This apple tree here, that's really nice showy tree. That's a Golden Delicious, I think. I forget. The tag got blown off. So this is New England gardening. Got the Monarda really growing real fast. It's already a foot high. I was going to move that. Tulips are past their prime. Petals falling off. It's pouring out. Thanks for watching. Oh, look at that. It's a steaming pile of garden soil.